let me ask you all a question. Are you future fit? What does future fitness even mean to you? Renowned futurist Alvin Toffler said, "The literate of the future will not be those who cannot read or write, but those who cannot learn, relearn, and unlearn." To be future fit, you need a fluid and flexible mind that seeks out change over comfort. You need the willingness to adapt to today's methods instead of relying on yesteryear's approaches, like some old school managers who are still measuring hours instead of outcomes. For most organizations, future fitness is synonymous with digital transformation. And since the global pandemic, they've all hopped on the tech bandwagon, investing in virtual collaboration tools, automating low-value processes, or introducing artificial intelligence to predict demand. A 2021 Fortune study stated that 85% are going hard and accelerating their tech transformations. That's a lot of change. Now, ironically, although change is the only constant, the 80% failure rate of change initiatives hasn't budged for decades. It's almost like change itself is resistant to change. Our ability to absorb information has plummeted to 2.5 times less than pre-pandemic levels. We suffer from constant information overload, dwindling attention spans, and the intensified pressure to do more with less. It's no surprise then that the success rates of digital transformation, they're in the single digits. This would be unacceptable elsewhere. Can you imagine if a skydiving company only successfully landed 3 out of 100 customers? Splat. These numbers won't change unless we stop traversing the path of least resistance, which is autopilot spending on more tech. I'm going to let you in on a secret. It's not the tech that's failed. It's the people side of transformation that's been neglected. Our love affair with the latest and greatest technologies means that we've forgotten the tool is only as powerful as the people who are using them. Imagine the most powerful, sexy, high-performance sports car in the world. That's right, Toyota Prius. I've got better taste than that. Jokes aside, I'm sure many of you have a red Ferrari in mind. Now, imagine your little old granny driving this powerful beast. And here she is. So if F1 driver Daniel Ricciardo was behind the not-so-sexy Prius, do you think he'd beat Granny around the track? Yeah, he probably would. You see, a couch potato in the most high-tech, advanced Nikes, they ain't going to be winning any marathons. But yet executives think future fitness is determined by the tech stack. What about the people stack? Picture an actual people stack, giant human Jenga blocks stacked on top of each other. And just like Jenga, if you remove the wrong block, the wrong skills, the wrong mindset, that tower of transformation will come crumbling down. Instead of only worrying about malware or the metaverse, reverse Jenga your people stack. Start building how they think, make decisions, and manage their emotions. When I'm hiring the dream team, I'm looking for 2 key traits: openness to change and assuming positive intent. These are traits that enable transformation to come alive as people explore and experiment with new technology. Extended reality, ER for short, is an emerging technology that combines tech and people, turns it into something even better. It adds digital elements to our physical environment, making our world more vivid, more exciting, and it includes augmented reality and virtual reality. You may be thinking, oh, this is relatively new, but it's actually not. Movies such as Lawnmower Man, Existence, and Virtuosity, they all featured elements of ER from way back in the 90s. But real-world adoption was slow. Nothing happened for 17 years. Then ER started to go mainstream. In fact, the sector's poised to grow 58% over the next 5 years. Why? They started to put people first. They started to build their tech around people, not the other way around. They invested in its user-friendliness. They sought to understand human needs and only then ideate how ER could meet those needs. It has unbridled potential to revolutionize all industries. In tourism, can you imagine straightening the Leaning Tower of Pisa, seeing the Sphinx with its nose attached, parting the Red Sea with Moses, or maybe hurtling around the F1 track with Ricardo in the not-so-sexy Prius? In the next crisis, because mark my words, there will inevitably be one, ER can enhance our sense of presence and connectedness, of truly being there together. Did you know it's already possible to attend virtual reality meditation sessions, church services, even improv comedy nights? You can feel like you're right there with your BFFs in hysterics. A newer gaming generation has spawned that's hooked on that immersive first-person experience. It's getting so affordable and accessible by the day, with cyber gloves, air glass, and augmented reality glasses supporting head, touch, voice, and gesture control already on the market. With these gloves, I can live my best Minority Report life, my digits controlling all things digital, manipulating floating images like an orchestra conductor. But if you don't know how to use these tools, then these may as well be Elton John's bedazzled weightlifting gloves. During my time leading change at the largest gold miner in the Southern Hemisphere, augmented reality was used to train autoclave operators. What on earth's an autoclave, I'm sure you're thinking? Well, it's not so much on Earth, but rather mined Earth containing gold. It goes in it. Think of a 4-story oven that bakes precious metals instead of choc chip cookies at temperatures and pressures more intense than anything found naturally in the atmosphere. It's a dangerous piece of equipment, even if you know what you're doing with it. In Lihir Island on Papua New Guinea, augmented reality overlays of the autoclave were created. The mine site experiences humidities of 90%, with temperatures averaging 32 degrees Celsius. If you think of the love child of Avatar and Jurassic Park, chirping birds, lush tropical jungles, just minus the blue aliens and dinosaurs. The operators, local Papua New Guineans who often left their remote mountain tribes to work in mining, could now learn about autoclave operation from the safety and comfort of the office using VR goggles. I tried it myself. It was the middle of a cold and miserable and wet winter's day in Melbourne. I'm wearing not one, but 2 pairs of tights and my trusty black puffer jacket. It was surreal. Experiencing the training felt like I was actually there. High up in the air, walking along those suspended steel beams, I saw the instructor so clearly in front of me, talking about the machine specifications. The sun was shining and my brain knows it's impossible, but I swear I actually felt that island heat on my face. Because of its experiential nature, operators retained 35% more information. Safety and productivity improved as they had a familiarity with the site before even setting foot in it. The technology molded to the people stack, developed around their needs, wants, and traits. It worked. But this is where it stopped. You see, even though this tech could be used for remote expert assistance or be replicated to train other people in other high-risk roles, the lack of continued focus on the people stack meant that next quantum leap forward never eventuated. There just wasn't enough openness to change and positive intent to explore more of the unknown, push through resistance, and combat unspoken fears. These examples illustrate why embarking on digital transformations without equal, if not more effort, to the mindset change that comes with it is the same as putting little old granny in that powerful new Ferrari. Full capabilities won't be used. She'll be shifting those tectonic gears at the pace of tectonic plates coming together, toddling down the freeway like it's a school zone. Part of the problem is binary thinking. instead of defaulting to, have I got the right tools at the right time and did I pay the right price? Focusing on the people stack raises more pertinent questions such as, what does a day in these people's lives look like? In which situations will this make life easier, simpler, more efficient? Heck, maybe even a little more fun. For organizations that over-index on tech, the lesson will be bittersweet. Sweet, there may be some initial benefits. Bitter, they'll be short-lived. One thing that's never bittersweet is dining at a Michelin star restaurant. Until you're shocked with the bill, that is. I remember being one of just 8 diners at an iconic restaurant in downtown Tokyo, globally renowned for its gastronomical theatrics. I zoomed up the glass elevator to the 38th floor of a 5-star hotel, the twinkling skyscraper lights below me. First, you're ushered to sit and presented with a tiny toolbox containing miniature hammer, shovel, tweezer, a tape measure, and the menu sleekly printed onto it. I thought, okay, is this meal being cooked by Smurfs? And then the 14 dishes present themselves with increasing intricacy and complexity. These delectable morsels are made right in front of you in real time. What they were able to create was magic. I felt like I was in the front row of a culinary David Copperfield show. Restaurants, like organizations, have access to the same inputs: people, process, tech. Michelin star kitchens are culinary autoclaves. They ingest these inputs and apply more pressure, passion, and precision beyond what is normal to create a consistently abnormally stellar result. The Michelin world has cracked the code. They fortify their people stack with the support systems and structures for them to thrive. Surely, we can improve digital transformation success by adopting their people-first approach. My career has seen me bring digital transformations to life in 6 of the 7 continents. I've developed a toolkit of frameworks, processes, and models. But what really amplifies future fitness is applying the 3 principles of PRISM, play, and production. PRISM. If we view tech-enabled transformation through the prism of human experience, it refracts into a rainbow of possibilities. Diversity, the full spectrum of human capability and emotion, makes a people stack not only more beautiful, but more likely to succeed. Play. Even the biggest Luddites will be enticed to move to the bleeding edge of tech if we give them the right environment. Tribulation turns into transformation when curiosity is stoked. People will play. Production. What separates Michelin from mediocre is that expert orchestration of talent, teams, and technology. Make no mistake, it is about putting together a star-studded production. The truth about digital transformation is that it's not just about digital. The future-fit organizations are those who reverse Jenga their people stack, focus on readying instead of resisting, and are investing in helping their people learn, relearn, and unlearn. I'm sure Alvin Toffler would agree.